Okay, so now we're going to install these dogs. I have one in there already. There's a spring back here that looks just like this spring. Whoop. It's got a double hump. So this spring has to be installed like that so that it lines up with that. So if the spring that's in there lines up with this groove, the front one's got to be off by one on a tooth or whatever you want to call it. So slide this bad boy on there, I believe. All right. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I want to put grease on these. I want to put grease on these. Kind of hold them in place. Hell, does it look okay? Oh, tell me it popped out on the other side. Did it pop out on the other side? Whew, well, that was easy. Not. All right. The next thing I got to do is replace this. All right, I'm going to put some grease here and here and here. So when it slides on, it's lube. All right, so I got that. I'm gonna put this thrust washer on. All right, this thrust washer goes on like that. And then the next thing that goes on is Mr. C-clip here. So let me see here, which one of these is this one? Yep. They appear to be the same. Double check the thickness here, make sure I'm not screwing this up. 62. And this one here is 60. Close enough. All right. So now for the fun part is I gotta struggle to get this back together. All right, let me see what I can do with this. Just in case I need these. Hopefully I don't. Hopefully I can just manhandle this thing back together. Here's hoping. Okay, well, I did that the exact wrong way, but I got a good result, so all in all, is it all good? It seems to move okay. Yumpin' Yemeni. And I'll see if I can't get this to roll off my workbench. That would be perfect. All right, what have I got next? All right. Gonna put a little more oil on this. Put this guy on like this. Smooth. The next, oh, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 wait a minute. What is happening here? These are not the same size. Oh, what's happening? Oh, for Pete's sake, are you kidding me? They're different sizes? What my kit is wrong? Oh, and this is the synchro that's bad. These are not the same size. That's no way that's gonna fit. What's this? How about this one? Nope. Oh, for Pete's sake. All right, I gotta stop. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna install, I guess I can, this synchronizer, replace this guy. Got my new synchronizers right here. Go ahead, I'm going to put that on there. And it goes on this way. Nope, that's a lie. Goes on this way. And then this gonna line up those dogs. Come on. Slide on there. Wow. Goodness gracious. It's like, there we go. Alright. Do I have that lined up? There we go. Okay. Good. Let's make sure. You know what? Before I do that, I want to make sure that's good and tight. And it is. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room there for growth. Okay. Good. So that goes on like that. And then we got to put that. Let us see if we can. Looks pretty good. Let me just give that a little tappy. Make sure that that's seated in there correctly. I think it is. But I just want to double check. You know, you only got one shot at this thing. I don't feel, well, let me put it this way. And I don't feel like taking this thing back apart. If I can help it, I don't want to. That would be frustrating, to say the least. Alright, so that is together. That's, I think, that's done. I think. I'm going to go ahead. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this synchronizer right there for now. I still have, I don't know if you can see up in there, but I still have bearings and stuff to put in that. I'll do that later. So we're back over here. All right. Now, we got to do something else. What do we got to do here? All right, it's hard for me to get the money shot here, but that's about the best I can do. So hopefully we can see something when this is all said and done. All right. course, I just kicked the thing. So we have these thrust washers. Man, he's got grooves in them. The problem is that, well, these are brass or copper, whatever they are, and they look nice, and this one does have some grooves in it. The ones that came with my kit are plastic. I guess they're like nylon or something. I don't know. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't feel good using these. I mean, they came with the kit and all. Man, I don't know, and I don't like the fact that that's got grooves in it, though. Oh, and it's, wait a minute. Is that got a crack in it? So does this one, where they bent this little tab out. Cracked. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's got a little... for Pete's sake, I don't know. What do you guys think? What should I do here? Plastic or brass? I mean, it came with these. They must be okay. Why are they two different colors and two different Are these two different thicknesses? Why is that? Oh, you can't see. Here. Like, what am I doing here? I don't know. All right, let's measure these and see what we got. All right, let me see here. The brass one is 0.060. 0.061. So about a 16th-ish. Is it that way all the way around? Let me double check in another spot. 0.62. 0.61 and a half. So that's that. This one here. What's this? 0.59. It's 0.59. All right, well, what are these? Of course. 0.66. So you have 0.59 and 0.66. Let's measure this other one. This one here is 0.62. 0.62. That's 0.62 all the way around. This one here is 63. 63. 63. That's 63. This one here is 59. Oh, great. So these plastic ones are all over the place. That's nice. 0.59, 0.59, 0.59. That's a 63. That's close. This one here was, what was this one? 67. 65. 65. And that one's 65, and this one is same. Well, great, now I don't know what to do. Do I just replace this scarred up one with this? Oh, they're not even the same diameter. Is this the same diameter? Alright, so not only are the plastic ones all over the place as far as thickness, but they're smaller. That's fantastic. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to pretend like we didn't see this. We're going to shove it back in there and hope for the best. Maybe you know what, of course, now that I have all the bearings in it, maybe I should check. Does this thing have a burr? Ah! There's pretty flat faces that run on that, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and put it back. It's probably been that way for a long, long time. And I'm putting it back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some grease on these bad boys. There is a, see if you can see this, there is a tang that sticks out, and then it's a flat, and then if you look inside this case, it is flat, and there's a place for the tang right there. It's flat there. And in the back here, and in the back here, there is there's a place for the tang, but this doesn't. Oh my goodness gracious. But I don't see which way the flat is supposed to be. The flat I thought would be straight up and down. That's not true. This goes in there. I don't know how this goes in there. Does this go in there like that? Nope. Oh, so it can... Ah. Look at me learning. It can only go in one way. Because this tab, there's two grooves, but this tab seems to be wider than that bottom groove. Oh yeah, it's quite a bit wider. So it can only go in one way. Alright, well, then that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to shove this in there. Go ahead. Grease this puppy up so that it'll stick. Hopefully it'll stick real nice. Alright, there we go. You gonna stay there, little buddy? Do I have that in the groove? Appeared to be. And I got that in the groove. And do the same thing with this guy here. That's weird how they go in different like that. I don't know. Who am I to second guess? I'm sure these engineers back in whenever the heck it was, 65 or 6, when they were designing this transmission, knew exactly what they were doing. As opposed to this engineer who doesn't know anything about these things. Oh no. Dropped it. Alright. It's not going to stay, is it? It's going to stick? You going to stick there, little fella? Ooh, that was really close to that gear. Huh. And it's bigger than the, huh. It's bigger than the machined surface there. All right, well. All right, I'm gonna start sliding this in. The hole is in the back of the transmission that way, so I'm gonna slide it from the back to the front. I'm gonna get it in just far enough so that it catches this washer. There we go. So it just catches that washer. Like that. Okay. And then on this back side, or I guess which is really the front, I'm going to put in a socket to kind of hold that washer in place. Something like that. I should probably get a piece of cardboard. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to move you, I'm afraid, because you're right in my way. All right, so the way this goes in is the big faces the front and these two face the back. I have sockets, like a 15 mil and a 9/16 I think socket shoved inside the bore to hold the bearings in place while I put this thing in and then slide the shaft through. So hopefully all the bearings and everything stays in place and this all works. And this is probably going to suck. I'm sure it's not probably going to suck. I'm sure it's going to suck. All right, so now I gotta, how do I drop this thing in there without dropping this thing in there? Huh. Come on, baby. Nice. All right, so now, can I get this thing to go? What you don't know is where you are, because you can't see what's happening. You would think you would just be able to. Come on, baby. Come on. Why is that not going? Come on. It's gonna go over. There it goes. Well, there it goes. Sort of. A little tappy tappy maybe? Little tappy tappy. There it goes. Okay, and one socket fell out the back. Good, the other socket's right there. Just gonna keep on shoving. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, here comes another socket. There's the other socket. Oh, and there it goes. Come on. Come on. Yeah. All right. Uh-oh. Am I getting greedy? Guys, I might be getting a little greedy. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta make sure that that hole is lined up with that hole. So far, it looks pretty good. Will this swing past? Oh yeah, okay. All right, guys. We're almost there. There it goes. Come on. Come on. All right, we're gonna get something in there to give it a little tappy. Get that in place. Do I have a brass? I should have a brass rod here somewhere. Where's my brass rod? I need a brass rod. Where's my brass rod? So I have this brass rod here. We're just gonna give this thing a nice there it goes. Okay. Whew. It's getting nervous. Now I gotta line up this hole here. And I think I got that pretty well lined up. My kit came with a new pin, so we're gonna go ahead and actually, before we do that, why don't we see, just make sure that that's all lined up appropriately here as best as we can. So that pin gets caught on the edge of that hole. That's gonna suck. I think that looks pretty good. Pretty good. That looks pretty good. Let me get a light. Let me get a light on there just to make sure that looks as good as I think it does. It appears to. All right. Well, in goes the pin. Here goes nothing. Wow. Well, all right. Get that on there. Drive it home. That seems a bit loose to me. I mean, is it wobbly like that? I guess that's how it's supposed to be. Let me get this punch in here. I'd like to set that thing just a little bit deeper. Why I didn't use the punch to center everything up, you're asking? That's a great question. Probably because I'm an idiot. And I didn't think of it until just now. Make sure everything spins like it's supposed to. That washer is in, this thrust washer is there. And I want to make sure that that other thrust washer didn't fall out. I don't think it did. Oh yeah, he's there. Good. That thrust washer's there. That thrust washer's there. That bottom part is put together and done. All right. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Come on. Come on. Come on. I gotta do something with this. Oh, this fork is a pain in the old buttocks. Because I don't know. Oh, easy. That's it right there. All right. So be it. All right, little putty. Now, can I get you in there? I'm not dropping you down. Huh. Totally sucks because I can't. Oh, curse you. All right. Well, you think that's locked in there? Enough? That is a great question. I know. That's why I asked. Well, let's find out. There's only one way to find out. It does appear to be locked in. Okay. We're going to put that fork in next. Alright, now the question is does this go in first and then you put the shaft in? Oh, that's fantastic. The whole thing needs to go that way. Oh. Well, as luck would have it, that set screw is not on that shaft. Alright, so in here is a seal. I need to pull that seal out and replace it with this one here. That's the new one. Goes in like that. Trying to get a good feel for what that looks like up inside there. Looks like it goes all the way down and hits that face. It is definitely below flush here. It comes, sits down in. So that is what I'm going to try to pull out of there. Whoops, that's what I'm going to try to pull out of there and replace that. And I'm using the right stuff. We're going to go ahead, we're going to put some in there. I'm going to put just a little bit on the outside of this thing too. Just to be extra sure. I don't want this thing to leak, and I don't want to take this apart again. This is me trying to make this a one and done. I'm probably getting way carried away with all this stuff. But I don't care. Oh, you're making a mess. Yep. Yes, I am. All right. There it is. We're going to stand this up. We're going to put that in like that. Got a heck of a mess going on here. Perfect. I got a socket here that should hopefully be just about the right size. Let's see what we got here. Of course, I got to go in crooked. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just what I don't want to do. Yes, it is crooked. Thank you. How do you know if it's all the way down in there? That's the $64 question, is how do I know I got this thing all the way in? It's a great question, Jim. I'm glad I asked that question. Oh, you're kidding. You are making just the biggest mess. Trying not to make a mess, but yet it looks like is that still a little high? Yep. Tie up here. All right, this is either really, really smart or really, really dumb. I saw somewhere that if you heat this up to about 180 degrees, the inner race, it'll just slide right on the shaft. We're going to give it a shot and hope for the best. I got the heat gun set at its highest setting. And I got a thermometer here. Let's go. Maybe just a little bit hotter. Okay, I did this off camera, but I got this bearing here. Well, you guys can't see. I got this bearing here, this clip in, this clip here in was a real pain in the rear end. Heating it up, I got that thing most of the way on that bearing, but then, yeah, it kind of got hung up and couldn't get it the whole way on, so I ended up having to tap it on. But so far, it's looking pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to install the front shaft there. And then I think that'll be it for today. All right, I'm going to go ahead and install this clip now before I put this thing on the transmission. So this should be fairly, oh, wow. All right, they don't open up far enough, so hopefully I can do this by hand. Or it's getting there. Oh, there it goes. All right, you can do it by hand. Look at that. Sweet. All right, so this synchronizer goes on like that. I got bearings that got to go in here. These bearings, scatter them and make a mess. All right. Get some grease. Lube the inside of this thing up real good so that the bearings don't fall out. All right, let's put these bearings in there. You know, these little needle bearings, this is very nerve-wracking. Trying to get this transmission together without losing these bearings. And then there's little springs with the little dogs. It's just a real pleasure, I'll tell you. I don't really much care for this. And not only that, but man, transmissions are dainty. How do they do what they do when they're so dainty? I don't understand. It seems like they should be a lot tougher than what they are. Will this guy go in? There he goes. All right, I think I got all the bearings in there. You guys see all them? All right, they're all in. I'm gonna put another shmoo of grease in here just to make sure these things don't fall out, because if these fall out at this point, I'm gonna cry. I am going to cry. All right, there, I think. Okay, everything looks good. I got that on there. All right, let's take this over here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Come on. Come on. Come on. I gotta do something with this. Oh, this fork is a pain in the old buttocks. Because I don't know. Oh, easy. Man, did I need to have that fork in a different position before I started dropping this in here? Or there's like one way that all this fits in there, and you have to get it just absolutely perfect for this to fit. And now that I have that gear set in the bottom, up, come on, Mr. Fork, come on, Mr. Fork. This guy here probably needs, for Pete's sake, oh, it's so close. And there's like all this stuff you gotta try to manipulate to get it all to fit in there. Come on. Alright, well, after I curse at this thing for a while, I'll show you, I'll tell you how the book says this is all supposed to go together. And then you can tell me how big of an idiot I am for doing it this way, okay? Okay. But I'm going to try to do it this way. I know, this is probably dumb. This is probably extremely, extremely dumb. Very dumb. Up, so I kick this thing. This is not.
Can I get you passed? Come on, Mr. Fork. Oh, that's not even close. I may have to pull this whole thing out and start over. I'm afraid. But can I? There it has got to be. That goes away. Over there. That's not going to happen. Up. Through. We gotta wiggle it, we gotta jiggle it. Probably destroying the gear set. Oh no. What did I just do? Did I just drop something? Oh, was that? Okay. Now, can I get that? There we go. There we go. Okay, now, drop that. Something like that. No, that's not going to work. How am I going to slide that into there? I don't want to drive that plug out to get this to go together because I can't find those plugs anywhere that seal the shaft area. I got that in there. Can I get this in that shift fork? There's no way. James. There's no way to get that shift fork into that unless, can I tilt that? Nope. There's just another freaking one. I've got it almost there, guys. But now I got this thing here. It's not connected to the shift fork. And I don't know how to get that in there. I can't swing it all the way around. I can't. So close, yet so far away. Dang it. Let me put my stuff over here. Let me sit down and think about this. How can I get that in there? We are like right there, my friends, right there. I think if we get this together like this in here, I'm calling it for the day, my friends, because this is about all I can handle here. And it's not even close to going in that. Obviously this can happen because I got it out of there. And I just got it in there. But how? What did I just do to get that? That was back there. Okay, so that goes there. Alright, so that, let me see here. Can I get that? No, I can't. Okay, that's still. Okay, I'm going to slip it back out, I'm afraid. Some way. Slide back up. Oh, come on. Come on, baby. You're right there. Come on. Come on, baby. You are right. Stinking there. Come on. Get in there. Come on. Work with me. Something here needs a little tappy or something on my back. Alright. We are gonna just come on. There it goes. There it goes. Alright. There. Now that is in. Good. Alright, now, shove that over there. Put that there. Shove that in and up and over and down. Jiggle it, wiggle it. Come on, there it goes. There it goes. Yes! 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 We have success. Holy pooperoni. Turn my heat off here because it's about 3 billion degrees right now. After struggling with that for how long? Alright, there we go. I still have to get the set screw in there. I understand all that. There's stuff and things that gotta happen. It's okay. Alright, let me, can I get this thing to shift over some fashion so I can get the set screw in there? That's the question of the hour. Is can I get, oh, you know what? I need that whole, hold on a second, why don't I do this? Can I, is it even remotely possible to move this over? Is it possible? Of course, it's all jammed up in there. Well, let me see if I can. There we go. Okay. Excellent. Now, can I move this so it lines up with that? Maybe, maybe. Did that line up? I can't see. Let's get the old flashlight. I still can't see. It's impossible for me to see. Perfect. It's got to be pretty close. If I'm not right on, and I got to be very close. There's the snow. Up. That's it right there. All right. Let's go ahead and get that set screw started in there. Now the big question is, the question we've all been waiting for, is do I put any Loctite on this thing, shove it in there, or do I put Loctite on this? Because if this thing backs out, it's going to be a major catastrophe. Or do I put that other shift fork in first? These are all great questions. Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and put this, thinking about just putting this in there finger tight, getting that other thing on there, Getting that in there, finger tight. Because I don't know if I can get that fork in there with that fork locked down. That's the question. I don't know. And that's the only reason why. Let's see what happens here. We're gonna push down on this. See if this stuff moves. Okay, that moves back there. That's good. That moves to there. That's neutral, I believe. I want that move forward. Oh, maybe. Come on, little buddy. There we go. Gotta get that. Alright, so that's good. Now this guy. There we go. He moves there. He moves there. Spinny, spinny, spin. Neutral. Spinny, spinny, spin. Oh, quiet. That is nice and quiet. Let's go back to this one. That's quiet. Alright, let's go to this one. That's right. Yeah, it has a tough time there. Yeah, it has a tough time going into this. Alright. Everything looks good. Alright, I'm pretty pleased with that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the drain plug in that's underneath it, get that set. I'm going to put just going to put just thread in the fill plug. I'm not going to tighten it down until I get it in the car, and then I'll fill it. And then I'll just pour a little bit of oil on top of everything just to make sure everything's good and coated so that it doesn't rust or anything. Put the lid on it. And yeah, eventually I'm going to paint it. I probably did it wrong. I probably should have painted it when I had it apart or whatever, but it doesn't matter. That's how I'm going to do it. I think overall that's pretty cool. I'm not going to show you guys all of that. You guys get the idea. You don't need to see me put a gasket on again or run in bolts. If you're wondering, the bolts for the cover have a torque spec of 14 to 19 are the bolt torque specs for this. There are two long bolts. All the other bolts are all the same. The two long bolts one goes here and one goes here. And that's fairly obvious when you look inside the case. It's got the longest threads, and there's a recess up top before you hit the thread. So you obviously need the longer bolts for that. Alright, that's it. If anything
crazy happens, I'll bring you back, let you take a look at it.